Boy, I'm feeling really good today because that old boy came out from about 2 hours, 3 hours away. People call him Coach Percy, you know. But he opened a boxing gym in town, not just boxing, kickboxing and kind of little classes he gives and stuff. Meanwhile, knows I've been kind of, sometimes I get kind of aggressive because my brother, boy, and she said, you need to go do something. Maybe you can work out a deal with that old boy and, you know, it's got his new gym uptown with the boxing bag and everything. I tell him what I can do though. I said I can do plumbing work. My uncle's got some welding materials and I know how to weld and I can maybe fix some things around the place. Sure enough, old boy was ready to trade with me. I got in there, boy, and he gave me a helmet. I was getting my licks in, boy, in that boxing bag. I was knocking the tar out of it, boy. Uppercut. They wouldn't know up from down when I was done with it. Jab, jab. That thing was going cross-eyed. So I was down there sparring, right? I was knocking the tar out of this old bag, and this boy, Myron Curtis, boy, I've known him for a number of years, and he is bigger than 6 of me. Boy, he can eat his weight in catfish too. They ain't got the rules posted yet, so he thinks he can go around there in these little white karate britches and no shirt on. He decides he wants to do a roundhouse kick on me. He's got legs that are about, you know, 2 feet tall, and then he's got a body that's like 6 feet tall, and then a tiny little head. He come at me like a little stubby windmill out of the corner of my eye. Boy, I see him, I said, what is that? And boy, next thing I know, he tries to do a roundhouse right up here on my head, but he gets as far as my thigh. And boy, I like to snap it in half. Boy, he's coming at me like a timber, boy. His legs are like a oak tree. I felt like my thigh bone snapped. I went down in a world of hurt. I'm thinking about, you know, meeting my maker. Next thing I know, I'm looking up at one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen in my life, boy. She's probably a couple leagues ahead of the old gal down at the Tasty Freeze. She's looking at me, you know, asking if I was all right, and boy, all of a sudden I got to play the man and say, yeah, I'm fine, I'm pretty good. Did something happen? Why did somebody kick me? And then I tried to stand, boy, and I went down and I screamed like a wet seal. She said, you stay right there, I'll get an ice pack, don't try to move. There's a Valentine's Day dance coming up in February, and I thought maybe it might be a time to ask for a date. So I said, boy, I sure hope my leg's better by the Valentine's Day dance in February. And she smiled and she goes, well, it should be. This looks like a deep bone bruise. And I said, well, I need a dancing partner. And she kind of smiled at me, looked at me, and she said, you dance? And I said, have you ever seen Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo? And she looked at me like, what? And she kind of smiled and said, let me get a bandage to keep this ice pack on. And then I didn't know if she wanted me to go to the dance with her. And then I didn't get her name, and she didn't get my name. And I don't know if she's going to recognize me in town unless I wear this. You know, I feel good. There's a boxing gym in town now, and I'm going to be able to help with it. And then there's a pretty girl down there. I'm liable to get a bunch of injuries, so I'm liable to see her a lot. And that might be good. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the week goes. Well, I'm probably going to head back down there pretty soon.